Hi, my rays of light. Just waiting for everybody to come on. It's been a while since I've done a live, so I know it's Sunday afternoon, and it is approximately, pull out my phone, it's 2:21 now, so I'm just waiting. Hi, guys. For some of you to come on, and we can chat, we can kiki and talk about some stuff, things that are happening. So let me just let my peeps know on Patreon that I am going live. Hi, everybody. Welcome. Let's see here. I hope everybody's doing well. Okay, so I let my peeps know on Patreon that I'm going live. Hey, everybody. How's everybody doing? I was really bored. Oh, you're so welcome. I am doing good. So much to share with you guys since my last time doing this. I'm glowing. Oh, thank you. I have my Herkimer on, and then I have my Moldavite. You see this big piece of Moldavite? Yeah. Got my Moldavite. So what is everybody up to in the comments? Drop a comment like, what are you doing? I wish that YouTube was like Instagram where we could go live so I could actually, see your faces out there. Hi, Queen A, Mary Diaz, everybody, Doris Sanchez, all of my lovelies out there, my race of light. And those of you that are new here, thank you so much. My birthday was May 26th. Believe it or not, it happened to fall on the super blood moon and total lunar eclipse. On that day was my birthday, May 26th, which was Wednesday. It was crazy. I didn't get to see the moon, but I did see photos of, I guess, astrologers or people that deal with astronomy took pictures of it. It was a super blood red moon. So happy birthday to all of my Geminis out there that may be celebrating a birthday. Give me 1 second. Had to remove somebody asking about a question. You probably saw it in the comments. But I had a blast. So last Saturday, I had a birthday lunch with some of the closest people that I care about. And it was like a soul family event. And we had it at this place called the Taberna in Austin, Texas. So if you're not in Austin, you probably, I don't know if other cities have this restaurant, but it's like an Italian restaurant. And we just had a blast. It was a good blast. And then from there, it was like in the afternoon, I went to a resort. I never had been at a resort at all. And so I got to spend it at an Omni. I don't know if you all are familiar with that chain. I'm not sure if it's just a Texas chain, but it's called the Omni. And there's different types of Omni resorts. But it was a very nice one in Austin. It's the Barton Creek resort, and it's paradise there. So I spent two days there, basically the weekend. And then on Monday I left, but it was so beautiful, peaceful. I got to take a walk and enjoy the nature and the scenes, the scenic views. The ambiance was, it was like breathtaking. And if you've never been to like one of these places, it's almost like living an alternate life. Like it's not my life. It's beautiful. I can't describe it, but it's definitely for social elites, I will say. People that are, that have a lot of money and whatnot, frequent there, and couples go there. And I got to meet some lovely people. I was very grateful for the experience. It actually was a gift from a person that is very dear to my heart, and I didn't expect it, but all I had to pay for was the meals myself. But I loved it. It was spectacular. I spent there that weekend, and then I came back Monday, and then Wednesday I went. I stayed home for my birthday, and then Thursday I went to the beach. So on Harry and Meghan, let me tell you. Oh, thank you so much, Sarai Ochoa. So yeah, it was great. It was spectacular. All of my rays of light, those of you that are sweet that are on here that maybe gifted me something through my Amazon birthday wish list, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I haven't properly thanked everyone, so I wanted to come on here as well to thank everybody. And thank you for the belated birthday wishes. Yeah, I'm still kind of recovering. I don't know if any of you guys are feeling tired lately, but like I still feel like tired. I think it's like the energetic shift. Well, because Mercury went retrograde. And then we're dealing with Saturn also in retro, and then just all the other planetary alignments that we've had. But I honestly feel like it was a special birthday because the cosmos, the way that the planetary stuff was aligned, right? With a super blood moon and an eclipse. A lot of people look at total solar or total lunar eclipse as being something negative. I don't. I just feel like it is more powerful. There definitely is like a portal open and more energy that comes through. But yeah, I'm surprised a lot of you are feeling drained too. You're feeling just tired. Like I may not look like I am from the outside, but inside I feel energetically tired. So I think it's just like the Mercury retrograde. But I've been meditating and using Palo Santo and Sage, and hopefully I will be getting more readings done here on my channel, because I know that I've kind of spaced them out. So if you haven't checked out the one that I did just yesterday, it was on Vinegar. Check it out. A lot of you have been wanting to know about the tea on Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck, so I gave it to you. And if you want to leave a comment, like of readings that you want me to do on people, you can drop them here, or you can drop them on like Patreon if you're a part of my Patreon. Lori, my condolences. She says her brother just passed away on May 22nd of this year. So my condolences to you, sweetheart. To anybody that's lost somebody, even if it's not this month, or can you believe we're going to be in June? I still need to do the June horoscopes, the monthly horoscopes, and I need to do the June predictions. Can you believe a half of a year is already gone? Like, hello. One whole year is like already half of a year. I'm just looking forward to October because Halloween is my most favorite time of the year. Well, the whole month of October, really. I love fall, but oh my God, like June, hello, 6 months. I'm not ready for 2022. But I'm just reading here. Yeah, I've been having a lot of throat chakra issues as well, where I feel like it's like kind of tight. And so it's the energy as a collective. When you start feeling like that, be sure to do meditations, ground yourself, ground your energy. If you don't know how, there's different ways that you can ground, which is through meditation, going walking barefoot outside, wearing a piece of hematite, doing, like self-guided meditations, praying. There's just so many ways that you can ground yourself. Kira Hearing, she says, I've heard that Sage is not as strong as Palo Santo. Is that true? I wouldn't say that that's true. I do feel like Sage and Palo Santo are two different things. And when I say that, I feel like Sage almost will, and people may not agree with me, but this is my interpretation of it. Sage basically cleanses and purifies the energy, but expels negative energy. Okay. And I just feel like Palo Santo is holy wood. It's not like a sage leaf. So Palo Santo does purify the energy and the vibration, but it's a little different. It's a more, I would say I prefer Palo Santo over sage. But I like both of them. I just don't like the scent of sage too much, but I like the scent of Palo Santo. Is that weird? Am I weird for feeling that way? But they kind of do separate things. So in a way, they're kind of a little different, but they still accomplish what needs to be accomplished, which is to cleanse the space and the negative energy that you have going on. But I do feel like Palo Santo is a little bit more gentle in it. And whereas sage is a little bit more like in your face, and it's a lot stronger. Sage, remember, was used by the Native Americans. It's been used by a lot of different cultures over time. Somebody says sage smells horribly. Let's just keep it real. It does. It really does. I mean, I haven't met someone that really enjoys the scent of sage, burning it. Some people say that it smells like pot, right? But I don't know. I've never done pot, so I don't know. But it does stink. And it does linger. It's very, very strong. So what I do, if you have to use sage, like I will go through with like an air freshener afterwards to to actually spray. Boss lady said something. I don't know what is going on here. What did I miss? Like, if y'all have an interpretation on sage and Palo Santo, feel free. I don't know all the answers. Like, people think that, you know, because, well, a lot of spiritual practitioners that, you know, that are in the community, they think that because, you know, they are in the field like I am, like that they know everything, but I don't. I admit it. Like I learn just like everybody else. So if there's something that I said wrong or anything, y'all feel free to leave it in the comments about how you interpret sage and Palo Santo. I don't know if that was what somebody was referring to, but yeah, I just like Palo Santo. It is holy wood. It is very protective energy. But I do feel like, and one of the things that I've heard over time, a lot of people have been saying that, well, with sage, that you take out the good energy from your home and you don't infuse it back. I don't believe that. Again, that's my interpretation of it with sage. I don't believe that it has that. I do feel like you do strip away all the negative energy with it. Sometimes people combine sweetgrass or lavender with sage, so that way it kind of gives you different elements, because lavender is very healing, and it has other properties for psychic intuition, whatnot. Sweetgrass also. So there's different ways that you can do it. Plus, sage, if I'm not mistaken, is also an antiviral agent. And I'm not trying to get technical, but it does kill viruses, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So it's pretty strong in what it can do. Oh, yeah, dragon's blood. Yeah, some people use like dragon's blood mixed with sage, or just like dragon's blood incense. There's so many things you can use. Frankincense, sandalwood, you know, it's not limited to that. I'm not the expert in herbs when it comes to like Palo Santo and sage, and, you know, knowing like all the technical aspects. I'm a psychic medium, so I focus on what I know, which is spirit. But if you guys know what, you know, or want to go further and explain it, you can explain it. I don't mind. It would be ego of me to, like, you know, have a fit over somebody else explaining it. Oh, yeah, there's this meme that runs around, and it's something like, if you are burning sage and you're the one that doesn't like it, that you got the negative energy. I just cracked up. I don't know if y'all seen that meme on Instagram, but it's a meme that's circulated. Oh, Ray, I'm telling people my mind stepping on toes is... You're fine, boss lady. It's so funny. Can we smoke it? I don't know. I've never smoked sage, and I do not plan on smoking it. It's funny though. There is this cologne that I like that's kind of bougie. It's a Chanel cologne. I think it's Chanel. It's called Platinum Egoist. I think it's like, I can't pronounce it, but it's one of those. And one of the notes is sage, and I really, really like it. And a funny story, many years ago when I used to work in the corporate field as a senior business analyst, and I used to spray that on me, a lot of negative energy people or low vibing people would stay away from me. They wouldn't bother me. And I always wondered, I wonder why. And it wasn't until I got into my spiritual path, and I still have the cologne, but I don't probably spray it as much. It's one of my signature scents though. I love it. And I realized it had sage in it, a lot of sage. And it doesn't smell exactly like sage, but it's one of the notes. So I was like, man, if I would have known that back in the day, I would have been spraying that all around. Like a bubble protection, like stay away from me. I love bergamot. I don't know if that's how you say it. But I love, love, love that smell. Lauren, you tease, girl. She's like, I wouldn't smoke it. Yeah, I wouldn't smoke it either. It's my birthday, Ray. Danielle, Mary, happy birthday. Oh, thank you so much. Gemini's in the house. It's our season. Apparently, I follow this guy. He's really great. And like I said, I'm very much about like, help. Like, I'm not in competition with anyone at this point in my life. And I've never been in competition with other psychics or mediums. There is this guy that I do recommend, if you don't follow him on Instagram, to check him out. He's really cool. I don't know if he's from Portugal, but that's where he's from. His name is Chris Corsini. And he does tarot, a tarot horoscopes, and I just enjoy watching him. He does like 14 minutes of them, a little different than how I do it. Everybody does it different, but if you haven't checked him out, check him out. Chris Corsini. I think I said his name right. He's really, he's a Gemini himself. He's very out there in the way he does it, and he does like a lot of sign language when he does it, but it's really, really cool. I like his vibe and his energy. And if you haven't checked him out, I think he posts like once a month all the horoscopes for the month, but check him out. It's Chris Corsini. Also, there is a page out there that I follow. It is one of someone that's very close to me, my second mom, Candy. It's called Spiritually Luminous. So check out Spiritually Luminous. Shout out to Spiritually Luminous. And she posts like a lot of daily inspiration quotes and things of that nature. So check that out. I'm also doing a giveaway for all of you that are tuning in here and you don't have Instagram, or if you, for all of you that do have Instagram, follow me on Instagram. If you don't have Instagram, you can comment on this video, like leave a comment, and that'll be enough. But for those of you that do have Instagram, follow me on Instagram, and you'll see the announcement. I'm going to announce it later, but I'm giving away, I'm trying to think, about almost $400 worth of tarot decks that, see, I'm like I know I hate even confessing this in front of everybody, but let's just keep it real. I'm a hoarder of tarot decks and oracle cards. I actually go shopping like every month, and I have this thing where I go, and I use them for my business, obviously, but I will go and check out new tarot decks and get them. And if I don't like them, or if I do like them, but they just don't vibe with me personally on how I work, and interpret, then I kind of do a giveaway with them. And maybe somebody else likes them, because my cup of tea may not be your cup of tea. But basically, I'm giving away about $400 worth of oracle cards in a box. We're talking about like the beautiful creatures. I don't know. It's like the little, they're like the artists depict them. It looks like adults, but they're like little girls. It's weird. It looks like trolls. Like, have y'all ever seen the beautiful creatures tarot decks or oracle cards? But check them out. But I have those. It's a tarot deck. And then I have what is it? Beautiful Witch. It's one of those decks. I can't remember, but let me see. I think I have, I'll tell you, because I have a picture of it that I'm going to post. But yeah, it's $400 worth. So I'm giving away one called the Insight Tarot. Wait, no, that's not correct. Ascension Cards, the Nordic Deck Tarot, Everyday Witch Tarot. This is what I'm giving away. And then the Beautiful Creatures Tarot. With the beautiful creatures, like I said, it's more of like an animated, that's why I said like little girls, like animated trolls. I don't know. They have big heads, small bodies. It's like a cartoonish type of thing, but I haven't been working with that deck in a long time. But that deck, actually, if you're new to tarot and you're not familiar with using tarot, that deck has interpretation. So like you have the King of Wands, right? Well, it has interpretation on the bottom. Yeah, Chris Corsini, somebody said. So I'm doing that. Oh, you use True Heart? Yeah, with Rachel True's deck. Her deck is good. Then we have the Wild Unknown Tarot. And then I have some other motivational things. Oh, and then I have the, what is this? It is the Lynn Strider Tarot. So I have like, let me see how many decks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I was going to call this a mystery box. But it's not a mystery box. It's basically what I'm giving away. And I was not going to like tell people what was in the deck, but I decided to tell you because I think more people will enter it if they know like the value and the worth of what I'm giving away. But somebody's going to win it. So in order to enter, you will have to follow me on Instagram. If you don't have Instagram, then you can leave a comment on this video. But there's ways to like get more entries into it. You don't have to purchase anything either. And then the winner will be announced Wednesday, this Wednesday. So yeah, that will be going on. But it's like a lot of decks. I think that a lot of people will love them. I have used the Everyday Witch Tarot. Today when I do some messages here for you guys as a collective, I'm going to do things a little differently on this live. I'm going to be doing a reading for everyone, okay, before I get into some of the, the other ones. So I'll be doing this using this deck. It's called the Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle deck by Amanda Lovelace. So I'll be doing that, and then I will be going into doing some mini readings for some of you guys out there. Yeah, I've never done a raffle before. I almost admit, somebody says, all of Doreen Virtue's decks. Oh, you have almost all of her decks. She told me to throw them away. Oh, I don't know who you're talking about. This is Lola. But I know who you're talking about, Doreen. But I just mean, I don't know if you're saying that she told you to throw them away or somebody else did. Yeah, we don't talk about her. No, I'm going to be nice. The only reason that I say that is because she turned her back on the spiritual community. And I guess she was going through some things. She became super Christian, which there's nothing wrong with that. I believe in God. I always talk about it. But she basically said that it was evil, what we do as spiritualists. And so, yeah. Oh, yes. Thank you for asking. This is from Angel Wisdom. The giveaway's open internationally. So I don't care if you're in Japan, China, or if you're in Singapore, Malaysia, wherever. I am an international psychic medium, so I have a lot of clients all over the world. Y'all are all welcome to enter all of my rays of light. No matter, there's no discrimination. Even if you are in Canada, right? Or you're in British Columbia, or you are in the Cayman Islands or somewhere, Barbados. You're all welcome to enter this. Let me see here. Oh, yeah, she turned on her own deck and her own spiritual work, which was kind of hurtful to other people. But being spiritualists, our thing is like not to really judge other spiritualists or ex-spiritualists. So despite what she's going through, we should all pray for her and wish her peace, right? She was like a pioneer in the industry for the longest time. So, yeah, we just won't talk about that anymore. But I'm going to go through the comments here. What are you guys cooking or eating like tonight? Let me know. I've been very tempted because I've never eaten scallops before. I've been very tempted to actually try some scallops and sear them with butter and garlic and maybe do a recipe there. But do y'all like scallops? I'm just curious. I know this is like so out there. Somebody's eating spaghetti. That sounds so good. I've seen tarot deck readers, devout Christian. Exactly. So I'm not going to judge anybody. Scallops are great. What do they taste like? Is it true they taste like lobster? Are they kind of sweet? Ooh, chicken fajitas. Grilled salmon. Yes. I love me some salmon. Barbecue. Oh my God. Olive Garden. Hey, why not, right? It's Memorial Day weekend. Grill them with butter. Somebody said grill them. I have an actual grill. It's an indoor grill. I watched your Bennifer, and it was hot. Thank you, Kylie. No scallops. They taste like rubber. Oh my God, don't traumatize me because I was so tempted to get some BLT. Stroganoff. Ooh. Somebody's eating crab. Veggie pizza. Garbanzo beans. You know what I've gotten into lately? Since we're talking about food, edamame. I actually had that. I have never had edamame, and maybe I didn't say it right. I don't know. I had it recently at the resort. It was over sea bass. Have y'all had sea bass before? Oh my God, it was so good. So good. And they had sushi too. You cannot go wrong with sushi. Scallops are good. Grilled pork, jasmine rice. That sounds good. Probably pizza, right? Also had pizza Thursday. I shouldn't have had it because like I'm not supposed to be eating those things. I guess I can in moderation, but I went to this place called Grimaldi's, and it's the franchise. It's a franchise, I believe, but it's based out of New York. The main headquarters, I think. I'm not sure, but Grimaldi's has good pizza. If you have never tried it, I recommend Grimaldi's. You can't go wrong. Go for the Dawn if you go for any of the pizzas. I tried the Dawn and the Brooklyn. I like the Dawn. It's the one with all the meats. I'm a meat eater, so I don't know. Sea bass is so good. It really is. I love edamame, but I don't like having to like take them out of their little pods. It's so weird. Chicken and dumplings. Ooh, Teresa Judice and Luis Ruelas. That won't last. Let's just keep it real. It's not going to last. Oh my God. Ramen noodles. I haven't had ramen noodles ever since I can't remember because of my health. I was a former diabetic, so you still have to be careful. Oh my God. All this stuff is like it's like diabetic, anti-diabetic food. Like you can't eat it. Hot dogs and bacon. Oh my God. You guys are doing the most for cholesterol. No judgment. I was bad. Yes, they have a Grimaldi's down in Corpus. That's where I was, Belle. I was in Corpus. Yeah, for the beach day. And yeah, Grimaldi's there is really, really good. Expensive, but good. Their pizzas are expensive. I'm just going to keep it real. But totally, totally good. Now people are smiling, are starving. Deviled eggs. Oh my God. There's this other place called, I think it's in Katy or Conroe. I can't remember where it's at, but it's like near Houston. I think it's Conroe, or is it Katy? I'm not sure, but it's called La Rue. I don't know if anybody is from Texas in that area or that knows what I'm talking about. It's like La Rue Pour. I can't remember the name of it exactly, but oh my God, I had some deviled eggs there. Let me tell you. And it had like shrimp in it. So it was like a gourmet type of deviled eggs. So delicious. Oh my God. Sushama Rajan says, are you an intuitive reader? I'm a psychic medium. Intuitive, yes. I don't just rely on tarot cards or oracle cards. But when I do use them, I do use my gift. Somebody says, I'm pre-diabetic, but I have full-blown cholesterol. You know, a good friend of mine recommended, and I'm not saying this as medical advice or that anyone should accept it as medical advice because that's not what I'm saying. But I am going to give you a little hint, and it may not work for everybody. So again, just don't take my words out of proportion. But a good friend of mine told me that a good way to lower your cholesterol, there's two different ways. But one would be to, let me see here. One would be to eat lentils. Lentils help with your cholesterol, or actually having good cholesterol or going down. And then the other one is, are you a dog whisperer as well? I don't know what you mean. That's so weird. The other one here would be, the other thing that would be good for you to lower is like green tea. So if you haven't gotten into green tea, yeah. And do the research. Like you can go to Pinterest and look at the health benefits of lentils. Apple cider vinegar is also good. I've gotten into, let me tell you a secret. So the Goalie, my second mom Candy recommended this like maybe 2 years, well, maybe about a year ago. I've been taking Goalie apple cider vinegar. And the reason that I did was because I started taking the one with the mother in it. You know, the one that's the liquid kind. And you actually have to, you know, put like a tablespoon in hot water with honey or whatever, and that's just nasty. For me, it was nasty. Apple cider vinegar does not have a good taste. So I tried it, and what I started noticing was that I was developing acid reflux really, really bad. So I would get like heartburn and from the apple cider vinegar with mother. So I stopped it. I stopped that, and then I tried to get into capsules of ACV. apple cider vinegar. It was worse. It gave me worse heartburn. So then I got into the Goli. So if you haven't checked out the Goli gummies, again, I'm not endorsing or like shouting out all these companies, but it's what I use. They help me a lot. And the Goli gummies, apple cider vinegar gummies, they have so much benefits. Basically, they lower your blood sugar. They lower a lot of, you know, well, I guess, again, it's like all supplements. You have to kind of like do your own research, etc. But I'm just throwing that out there that Goli is like really, really great. And then I'm also taking, sometimes they have this new one on with Goli. It's called Ashwagandha. I don't even know if I said that right, but it's like the blue bottle of Goli. Excuse me. And with that one, it helps you. It has melatonin. Wait, does it? No, it doesn't have melatonin, but it's ashwagandha, and it has benefits to lower your cortisol, because cortisol is like your stress levels, right? It raises your cortisol when you're stressed out, and so when it raises your stress levels, basically that promotes weight gain. So that one actually helps. It relaxes you a lot. And a lot of people kept saying, don't take them, right? I guess people are just mixed about them, but I've been on them for like the longest time. And I actually love them. I really, really do. You can buy them at Walgreens or CVS Pharmacy. But it's cheaper if you buy them online, because how I buy them is like, if you buy them at like Walgreens or CVS, I think it's like $19.99 per bottle. So they're pretty expensive if you buy them like just one bottle. But if you go to other people, if you go online, you actually will be able to get you'll actually be able to get them like 4 bottles for like $39, $40. It's like a 3-month supply, 6-month supply, and that's like the cheaper, more economical way to actually handle that. So again, I don't know, just do your research. If it's for you, it's for you. I'm not endorsing or throwing that on anyone or saying that you should do it, but it's what I do, and it helps. It's helped me to maintain my weight, so you don't gain weight. It's helped to stabilize blood sugar as well. So yeah, I really, really recommend them. But be careful on the blue one though, because a friend of mine told me that it had a lot of sugar. So yeah, the grams on there, it's like 10 grams of sugar. I can't remember, but it adds up. And you're supposed to, with the ashwagandha, you take 2 twice a day, I believe. Yeah. And with the apple cider vinegar, no more than 6 gummies in a day. So like you can take 2 in the morning, 2 at lunch, and 2 in the evening. But they help. I don't know. I just wanted to let you know. So you guys, if you haven't joined my Patreon, go and join my Patreon. I'm doing a lot of new content very, very soon. And there's like the weekly horoscopes that you guys have used to see me, used to see here on my channel. If they're not here anymore, they're on Patreon. So go and check it out and subscribe. There's a lot of spiritual content videos, spiritual development, and other things that I'm going to be doing on there as well. I do have a pendulum class that I'm going to be teaching as well, and that's coming up in July. Yeah, July. And around that time, my new Oracle deck, Crossing Fingers, is coming out. Very, very excited. So we got a lot of stuff that is coming down the pipeline. So I'm just going to read the comments here, because I'm sorry, I've been talking, and then I'm going to do the general collective reading for everybody, and then I'll go into like the personal readings here. And for anybody that donates, remember, a donation for the channel does not guarantee a reading. It's appreciated. It goes towards supporting my channel and what I do here, but I can't read every single person today that donates, right? Oh, I'm reading some other people's comments. It's very, very interesting. Some of you are saying how melatonin works. They do have melatonin gummies. Flaxseed is very interesting. Somebody was talking about. Yeah, there's just different things. Hold on. Somebody says, don't take melatonin, guys. Use cannabis. I don't know. Let me see her. Hi, Vet R. She says, hey, Ray. This is the first time I actually catch you on live. Yeah. Thank you. Candy, hi. Hi, Candy. Shout out to my second mom, Candy. I actually gave her a shout out. Candy, if you're listening and you didn't see this, like, you want to rewind or watch it from the beginning after I'm done. I gave you a shout out for the goalie and for a lot of other stuff. I can't remember. Oh, your page, Spiritually Luminous. Go follow her on Instagram. It's Spiritually Luminous for daily inspiration and for like beautiful things. She is a healer. She does like a lot of quantum healing, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I'm just bragging about her. Go and check her out. Check out her page. You'll love it. Trust me. Let me see here. I'm just reading the comments. Sorry, guys. I am not trying to ignore anyone. There's just like, you don't understand. Like there's so many comments that go all the way up. And they scroll by really fast. So I'm trying to stay up to date. Excuse me. Garlic is very good for cholesterol. I love garlic. Garlic bread, garlic, just garlic anything. Okay, don't overcook them. And they will be tender. I don't know what we're talking about. They will be tender. But I'm just going through here. Okay, let me go ahead and start the reading then for the collective. I'll be using that Believe in Your Own Magic Tarot. The Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle deck. Really, really love this deck. The cards are very, very huge and very colorful. I really, really like this deck. And then I'll be using the Rider-Waite. So somebody asked about the Delphi murders, if it's going to get solved this year. I don't know when, but I did do a video on it, and I don't remember all that I channeled because I channeled a lot. And then I gave additional tea on my Patreon about that. But a lot of people have to actually go to the Patreon and scroll through the main page in order to, you know, get to that information. Because as you, love you too, Candy. As you do the, you know, as I update Patreon with new content, it scrolls all the way back. So it's kind of like you have to keep scrolling to see it. It doesn't archive it in a certain way, and there's not a way for me to archive it by like videos and whatnot. Kind of like how I do here, whereas if here on YouTube, like I have different playlists for the videos. Sorry, I get filled with air and spirit when spirit is like connecting with me and I start to channel messages. So if you see me doing this whole like burping thing, it's air. I have no control. It's something that's always been, and I just didn't pay attention to it, but it's what happens. Okay, so this is going to be the messages for the collective, for everybody, for this week. Okay, what do you need to know the most? All right, so we're getting into it. First card here, Princess. It says, you can be your own knight. So I think a lot of you, this is saying like, you don't need somebody to rescue you. You don't need a man. You don't need a woman to fulfill you in whatever kind of way. You can be fierce, your own king and queen out there, all my kings and queens, and you need to own it. Like, don't surrender your power. You know, stand in your sovereignty. I know Mama Candy would be proud of me. She would say that. Stand in your sovereignty and know your worth, okay? This is about you guys this week being your own protector. And at the end of the day, only you are going to rescue you. Other people are not going to be there to rescue you all the time. I don't care if you're in a relationship and you've been married for years. There's things that still happen in relationships. So you're going to have to basically put on your big girl panties and your big boy underwears, and yeah, and be the fierce, you know, queen and king that you are. So yeah, that's the message. That's one of the messages for you guys this week. The next message we got here is very interesting. It says stars. It says you can manifest your every wish. Again, this is talking about co-creating with the universe. Do you know how divine and how powerful you are? And everything that we talk about, you hear all these gurus and people talk about manifestation, right? And how do you manifest things? And some people don't believe in manifestation, but basically our thoughts, our feelings, our words that we speak, all of this translates and sends a message out into the universe. So basically what this is saying is that for you to pay attention to what's, you know, what you're feeding yourself. And when I say feeding yourself, feeding your mind. If you're being pessimistic, you're being upset. Like, no, I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna win any kind of money from the lottery. I'm not gonna do this. My life is just sucks. Woe is me. Like, it's all about, like, there are people out there that are just like, woe is me about every single thing in their life. They're like drama queens. Let's just keep it real. Don't be a drama queen this week in particular. You can get out of that kind of vibe. Raise your vibration. Do things that are good for you. And I'm just keeping it real because a lot of people are going through this. Like, and you may not even catch yourself being that dramatic drama queen. But then we have here homeward. So take yourself out on a date. Look, about self-love. This is beautiful. How many of you guys out there, I'm curious, you can leave a comment. How many guys out there, gals out there, how many of you have done something for yourself this week? Have you gone out there and done a pedicure? I was talking with someone just the other day. She's like, I haven't been to the hairdresser in 6 months. I was like, girl. And like, what are you waiting for? Like, pamper yourself. Do something for yourself. Buy yourself some Baskin Robbins ice cream. I know that's probably like a bad suggestion because it's not the best, eating sugar and whatnot. But you know what I mean? Like, do something for yourself. Self-care day. Exactly, Linda. She's got it. So if you haven't been doing something, this is a reminder from Spirit, from the universe, as a universal message, as the collective, for you guys to go and do something for yourself if you can this week. Because again, a lot of us, sometimes y'all that are, especially you guys that are mothers and fathers out there that have children, they come first. Your job comes second. It may not be in that same order, but you put other people first in your life. And sometimes you're like left behind. You're like, I'm just going to put some sweatpants and some shorts and I'm just going to go put my hair in a ponytail and head out. And I'm going to go get my Starbucks. I'm not worried about anything. But what are you doing for yourself? Take some time for yourself. It's okay to glam yourself up. It's okay, even if you're not going anywhere, to get dressed up, as long as you feel good. And that's the thing that Spirit is trying to bring forth today in this message as a collective. Then we have here, expectations. Don't seek anyone's approval. Don't you just love these cards? Look at it. Look at this. She's got the fairies. She's like on the in the forest, and she's got fairy magic. She has got the light. She's illuminated. She's fierce. She's a queen. So again, don't seek anyone's approval. You don't need people to validate you. You don't need people to validate your progress, your progression, how far that what you've accomplished. Recognition. Yes, it feels good when you get recognition. Yes, it feels amazing to be known that you're loved, but you don't need validation from other people. You don't need approval from other people. At the end of the day, like I said, what matters the most is what you think and what you feel. So if you've been going through depression or going through something like that, know that it's going to get better, but you have to take the initiative. No one's going to pull you out of that depression but yourself at the end of the day. Okay, then we have Clover. Release your guilt. So some of you this week may be holding on to some kind of guilt. This doesn't have to be like something major. It could be something very, very minor, as far as like you feeling like guilty that you're not where you need to be financially or in a career, or perhaps you're dealing with a love life issue and you're not there at that point. Again, this is a point of releasing that guilt. Sometimes people that, especially if you're around narcissists, or people that are toxic for your soul, they'll make you feel like you're guilty all the time. And I'm here to tell you to release that guilt. Don't let them project that onto you. Let it go. Because at the end of the day, it's not worth it. Okay? A lot of that mind fucks you. Excuse the language, but that's what it is. It does that to you. And there are people that are like that, that are, they love to do that to people. These are narcissists. They love to gaslight. They love to be, woe is me, and it's all about them. And at the end of the day, what are you doing? You're there and you're like, well, I guess my opinion doesn't matter, but it does matter. And how you feel, your feelings are valid. Okay. I'm just getting into this. Like, I'm feeling the energy from Spirit. And I feel actually less tired now that I'm doing this. That's how Spirit works. So I have this burst of energy. Then we got dragons. Slay them all, honey. Look, I'm going to do the slay them. Slay all those dragons. This is about conquering your fears, the darker elements, your shadow side. This week, you're going to slay all of that energy. Like, you're going to accomplish what you need to do. This is also ties back to releasing your guilt, thinking about yourself, putting yourself first. It's not selfish to do that. People are like, they love the hand snap, right? Okay. And then we have here protests. Look, start a revolution. So I don't feel like this is like saying like go on the streets and march, but your soul tribe, stay with your soul tribe, your soul sisters and your soul brothers, and get you, if you need support, you know, reach out to them. There's somebody always there. Even though I've said, you know, that you at the end of the day, only you can rescue yourself. I will go back, retract a little bit and say something else to that, you know, to add on. There are people in this world that do care about you. You don't have to do everything by yourself. So even though, yes, you can be a fierce king or queen and you can do it all by yourself, you know, certain things, it's okay if you need to reach out to somebody and open up your heart. You don't have to be like a cold-hearted bitch, right? And not like open up yourself to everybody or to anybody at all. You can do that. But just remember that like you need to stand up for what you believe in. I also feel like that's the message of that card. Protest, start a revolution. So hold on to your beliefs and your ideals and stand strong with that, okay? Let's see here. And then we have Phoenix, the last card before I start pulling some tarot decks, tarot cards for you guys as a collective. She says here, how's that for happily ever after? So it's almost like a cycle is being completed by the end of this week. Some of you may be feeling validated or get validation or insight, spiritual downloads from the universe, a spiritual language that you understand what works for you. And not worrying about living more in the now. I think a lot of us are very focused and fixated on the future and what's coming in the future instead of living in the present moment. So it's just like, how's this for a happily ever after? But remember, in order to get to that happily ever after, you have to control and you have to go through the current situations that you're going to, that you're going through right now. And until you get through those current situations and entanglements or whatever it is that you're going through, you're not going to be able to move past all of this, right? You're not going to be able to gravitate and acclimate on your spiritual journey, whether you want to be a future nurse, whether you want to be a future Reiki master or shaman. You know, all these things come in, you know, in its own time. It's divinely orchestrated and you can't change it. So Spirit is saying here basically for you to honor yourself, put yourself first now, start putting yourself first, start journaling, start taking some time, create a sacred space, do all the things that you need to do in order to get that to that point where you are self-sufficient and you're not seeking validation from other people. And a good example of this, and I will say it, people that need validation, we live in that situation and that kind of world right now. When you go to Instagram and you post a photo of yourself, there's a lot of thirst traps out there. I've been guilty. I put some thirst traps out there. No, I'm just kidding. I kind of keep it tasteful, but there's a lot of out there that, you know, they put their sexy bodies out there. You know, they're girls. I see you girls with the cleavage, or they're like, you know, the booty shots, or the guys with their six-pack abs and their pecs, so they're just looking fine, you know. Sorry, that slipped out, but I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of thirst traps out there and we all like to see it, right? We all like that energy. But at the end of the day, that's what it is. It's people seeking validation from other people on the internet because it makes you feel good. And in a way, I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's like narcissistic. Like some people have said, oh, it's bad to do that. No, because at the end of the day, we all go through different ways of finding love for ourselves, if that makes sense, or finding ways to feel loved when we lack love, right? But it's okay. I'm not judging anybody. I'm just saying that there's different ways that we seek validation, but you don't have to do that every time. You don't have to degrade yourself and show all of the stuff that God gave you, you know, that your mama gave you, just to, you know, get a couple of likes. Like, girl, you can, you know, do it tastefully. There's ways to do it tastefully and still. But that's what I'm saying. Like, you don't need likes. Like, the likes that you get doesn't equate to your value of who you are as a person. Yes, it's good. Yes, it feels good. You're being seen. You're being heard. But that's not the type of validation that I'm talking about here. Basically, the validation that you need to know is that you're a beautiful divine being. You're a handsome divine being. Whether you're a male or female, you're bi, you're transsexual, whatever. Like, everybody. This is all inclusive, right? You're beautiful out there. And you just got to see that and you got to feel it for yourself. And you don't need the validation. And it's hard because we live in that social media life where everybody is an influencer. Everybody is trying to be like a model. Everybody's trying to be seen and heard. I'm guilty of that. Like I do photo shoots all the time, you know, to market myself for promotion of what I do. But at the end of the day, I know for myself that I'm not doing it for a thirst trap or to seek attention. It's part of a business. And when you are a brand and you're a market, you have, you know, you're marketing yourself, you have to do certain things. And unfortunately, like, you know, that's one of the things. Like photo shoots are really good for branding. Those photos are good for branding. But you know what I mean? If you're listening to me and you've been through experiences, you know what I'm saying. And it's like if you go to Instagram and you look at all the people that are there, beautiful people, but a lot of people take it to the level where it becomes constant, it becomes redundant, and they're just doing it for attention, doing it for likes. They're doing it for their OnlyFans or whatever. But you know what I mean? And because I see those people out there with their OnlyFans link, and I'm not judging. You know, a job is a job. I guess if they want to do it, you know, that's on them. But everybody has to make a living somehow. Because even we got celebrities over here doing OnlyFans and whatnot. But, okay, that's none of my business. I'm not going to go there. But I will say that, yeah, just love yourself unconditionally. You don't need the likes to make you feel good, you know. And if you do, it's okay. But try not to live in that kind of mind frame because you're beautiful in your own uniqueness. And you don't need that from other people. There's a good way to attract attention. But then you have girls that come to me for psychic readings. I mean, girls, I mean, women that are like, well, my baby daddy, you know, they don't love me. He's cheating on me. I'm like, girl, but what are you posting on Instagram? I'm a psychic. I see you. You over there showing everything, trying to be like, you know, Cardi B and all these people like Amber Rose and all of them. And instead of being yourself. So I'm like, you know, yeah, and people don't think like that, but it's like, how do you get respect from someone, or what kind of energy are you trying to attract into your life? What kind of men are you trying to attract into your life? So even though I'm being funny here, it's the truth. You attract what you put out, the energy that you put out. So if you're out there in your Fashion Nova curve, your fashion, I've seen them. I've seen you guys out there with your Fashion Nova. And these outfits, let me tell you, these outfits, I'm like, girl, these outfits are risky for the social media. And people be doing the most. They're like, let me pose like bending down, or let me pose squatting. Let me get my best angle. And I'm just dying when I see these photos. I'm like, I know what they're doing. They're thirst traps. And it's good for like promotion and whatnot. But at the end of the day, it's crazy. But yeah, everybody does it. So somebody's like, oh my God, Ray, you would hate my Insta. No judgment. I'm just being funny here. I am a character at the end of the day. Like I try not to take myself so seriously, but I see the people be doing the most out there. Like I'm not dumb. I see all these pages are just, they pop up in my, my popular page. I'm like, oh my God. Oh, it's so funny. Okay. Going back. Sorry, I got distracted with that little rant here. I sound like y'all's grandma and grandpa out there that probably, what would your grandparents think if they saw y'all's Instagram? But fashion, I'm not going to lie, because I shop at Fashion Nova for men. They have a Fashion Nova section for men. I'm not going to lie. Their outfits are cute. They got good stuff on Fashion Nova. I'm not dragging them. They're adorable. A lot of the outfits, yeah. But my favorite place is ASOS, especially like for big and tall people or plus size people. Yeah, ASOS is where I actually go. Somebody's laughing. Hey, everybody's doing OnlyFans. Not me, but like a lot of people are. You'd be surprised. We got celebrities. I think wasn't it Black China that was doing OnlyFans, and somebody else. I'm like, all these people, and they're making their coins, honey. They're making their coins. Somebody's like, I want to. Oh my God. Vangelis, ay Dios. Santo Niño de Atoche, right? No, Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands, that's a lot of you out there this week. The divine feminine energy, very creative this week. Oh my God. Then we have here the Eight of Wands. So a lot of communication going on this week as well. A lot of wand energy. You're all going to be pretty busy. Look, the Sun card came out. Sun card. Sun card, positive. So no matter what I've said earlier, things that you're going through, you're going to, yeah, Bella Thorne. I think she's one of them. But yeah, you're going to be okay. Temperance is a reminder that your angels are near and that they are listening to you. So don't worry, okay? Let's see here. Oh, and then we have here the Two of Wands. A lot of wand energy, like I said, for some of you. So this is about, like, some of you may be traveling this week, planning for the future, and maybe not traveling, but doing a lot of that. Y'all are too much. You're making me laugh. I need to focus. Stop with the, yeah, I'm over it already. But I see it like on Instagram. And I'm like, but Instagram blocked me from saying something about my political stance. But they don't block these people that are showing these pictures on there. I'm just saying, like, our society is twisted. It needs, like, it needs to be exercised. Like, it needs an exorcism. Yeah, Instagram needs it. And then we have here Seven of Cups. So with the Seven of Cups, a lot of options. So some of you this week may be feeling confused in some ways. You may be feeling a little confused about, you know, making a decision. And maybe it's like either like you want to start a new job. Maybe you have an interview, but you're not sure you want to go. You're not sold. Again, it's like that kind of energy. Like, so much options are available, but you're kind of confused. And then we have here the Three of Wands. So the Three of Wands, again, a lot of focus on the future. And this goes back to being present in the moment when I read the Oracle cards earlier. Because with the Three of Wands, like I said, it's happiness. It's something to look forward to the future, planning. But there's communication, there's new opportunities that are to come for you guys. But I feel like, again, you're in that period right now where this is like a catalyst period for you to get to where you need to be. All right, so let's get into the readings. If you want to get read, just comment, and I will do a general reading. What was the Oracle deck that you used earlier? This was the Believe in Your Own Magic. See, I'm holding it up to the camera. You see that? Great deck. Okay. Okay, so Kim Munson, I'm going to just pull some cards for you. This is going to be general, so it's not like a private reading, but I will say this. All of my readings are still on sale, 30% off. So if after today you want to get a private reading, now is your time. My sale is going to go through Memorial Day. It's been on since like before my birthday. I have had that sale running. So it's been running for about a week. It ends Monday at midnight. Well, I mean, Tuesday at midnight. So basically through Memorial Day. If you want to get a reading, now is your time. Everything's 30% off. No promo codes needed. Go to my website. It's www.raymondguzman.net. All right, for Miss Munson, we have here the Tower. So you're going to be going through some changes in your personal life here coming up pretty soon. I don't know exactly what that would be, but I do feel like there's some things in your personal life that are going to be changing radically. I feel like this may be more of your career, but it also could be your love life. Not a bad thing necessarily, but it feels like you've been going through some stagnation with this card here. So again, I feel like with the Eight of Swords that you're kind of feeling a little trapped in your life right now. In some ways, you're also very defensive with the Seven of Wands. So again, there's this feeling like you need to be a little defensive, perhaps apprehensive about the future. Oh, hi, Yesenia. Thank you for being here. So then we have here the the Four of Swords. So you may be feeling a little tired, be feeling like things are moving too slow. You may need to take a rest, step away from a situation and analyze it. Okay, I hope that kind of helps you. Hold on to that. Valerie Enriquez, will I move? Yes, you will. And I feel like it will be within 18 months or less. And I don't need to pull cards for that. Some of you, I'm going to be answering the questions using my gift, not cards for time purposes. Elvira Surly, she says, will I be moving? Not right now. I feel like there's a delay, but within the next 2 years, you do move or less. Let's see here. Oh, let's see. Fuchsia Nick says, thank you so much for the donation. Hey, Ray, can you please tell me when will I be financially able to move? Okay, let me just see here. There's something about your job changing as well, Fuchsia. I don't know if that will make sense to you right now, but there is change coming for you. I feel like you're not going to be able to do this move by yourself. Your finances, I don't know if you have like debt as well, but they talk about that. Maybe like something with your credit score, debt, but you will be able to move, but it will be delayed. I feel like it will happen, but it's not going to happen immediately. And you won't be doing the move alone. We have the Chariot, which is validation. You are moving, like you are, but it's not soon. With the Page of Swords, again, there's a lot of, communication, a lot of new energy around this. But look, so you may be a little disappointed. Don't get too disappointed despite what happens, but you will be moving. I kind of feel like within the next 3 years or less. Again, it could be sooner, but that's the time frame that I get. I feel like you're not ready, and you won't be ready for a while. So I hope that helps you. Let me see here. Linda M says, will I ever meet the one? With your energy right now, it feels like you've given up in many ways, like surrendered yourself, Linda, to like not, like love is not there for you. I do feel like there is someone, but you are not at that point yet where you're open. You'd have to make a lot of changes in your life. One being your mindset and where you're at with that. I also feel like you got so much family drama with the 5 of Wands. You got like drama coming up, like drama all around you. So there's a lot of distractions before you can find the one. And I think you're kind of involved in everybody else's life rather than kind of focusing, because it's easier to focus on other people than what is immediately in front of you. I don't know if that will make sense to you. That's for the Linda M. But I do feel like within the next, possibly, within the next 3 months, there is like a change in your mind that you go through. I'm not saying that you'll meet someone, but there is a change in your mind, in your thoughts, and your feelings. And the King of Swords, there is a male out there. They're talking about a male, Linda M, for you. But this guy, he's very opinionated, very rigid. He comes in very serious, so he's not much of a talker. And I feel like you could potentially meet this person. Let me see if they can give me like a time frame. So within 5, I want to say within 5 months, it's a potential that you could come across this person, like through maybe shopping or something of that nature, or being out there. But it will not be like in your normal space where you frequent. But the Hierophant comes in. So you also are going to be seeking some guidance before this happens. So I don't know if you get psychic readings, but you will be getting one, is what I feel and what I hear. So just hold on to that. But you do have somebody out there, but you have to change a lot of things with your mind and what's going on with your family in order for you to be to where you need to be. And with the one. And you're welcome. Let me see her. Malika P. How many more relationships left until I meet my life partner? Oh, God. I heard 2. 2 more. Let's see here. That was from Malika. Lil Remy Red says, am I making the right moves? Yes, you are. Loretta, I saw you, girl. Let me just see what comes up for you. Will the cruise industry open up this summer? Yes, it will. That's for Annette Smith Rises Above. Yes, it will, but it won't be in the same capacity at first. But by summer 2022, a lot of the stuff that's been closed will be back in business. Though you kind of still need to be careful on cruises because they are breeding grounds for germs. Let me just tell you, because I speak from experience. Went on one, came back, and was sicker than a dog. Yeah, so it was horrible. All right, Loretta. So we have here the 5 of Cups. You're going through something emotional here. This is like your love life, your personal life. You're feeling kind of like empty or kind of lonely at times, but you've been doing a lot of self-work. Definitely working on yourself, and it's beautiful. You are the Queen of Wands, very nurturing, very giving, but I kind of feel like you realize where your energy and your intentions are going to. You're spiritually evolving, so you're not entertaining people that are low vibrations anymore. But you did get the You did get the 7 of Swords. So there is some deception coming around you. This could be somebody that you start talking to that piques your interest. Very, very deceptive person. I think that you just need to be careful with whoever that is. Then we have the Justice card. So you may be going through something where you're trying to seek more balance in your life, or feel like that there's more justice, more people that are just in your industry where you're working with things that are coming up. All right. And then we have here finally the Hierophant again. So again, this just tells me you're more on a spiritual path, and you may even be looked up to a leader in your own industry, where things are changing for a positive way, in a positive way or in a positive manner over the next 4 weeks, going into the next 3 months. So again, a lot of stuff, but I do feel like things get really busy for you this fall. So be very aware that there's going to be busy, like a lot of energy opportunities for you. So I hope that helps. Okay, let's see here. Cassandra Thompson, thank you so much. Love reading is a past lover coming back. Okay. I'm going to be very, very honest. I do feel like this person has feelings for you still, and I never would say that unless it's true, unless what spirit, you know, feels. So I feel like you guys are definitely soulmates. This person has a lot of issues, and I just will say that. I don't know if they've had like substance abuse issues or things of that nature, but like a dependency of some sort, which is, you know, none of my business. But I feel like they are kind of toxic in some ways. But look, that would tell me, yes, this person is coming back. But you're going to have to be careful, because there are still some things that, from the past that that still need to come out into the light with the Moon card. So yes, I do feel like this person cares about you. Potential that you will reconnect. But you will have another option as well with the Knight of Wands. So you are going to have to make a decision. There's 2 people. The person from the past and someone in the present. So again, I don't know if this will make sense to you, but hold on to it if it doesn't. Because again, I just feel like with the past, some of the things, some of the themes tend to repeat itself again. And it's unfortunate, but I mean, things happen. So let me just roll down. Scroll down. Okay. JR asked, will I go back to college? You will, but there's some things, I don't know. I kept hearing like there's some remedial stuff or some kind of things that you have to take before you actually go back. So I don't know if that will make sense to you. Like there's an exam or there's something that you have to take in order to go back. But I'm looking more at like the fall next year, maybe fall, either 2022 fall or spring 2023, but you will go back. Let me see here. Will my ex-Gemini reach out to me? Alicia R. No. Pretty much that person is very narcissistic, and they're pretty much set in their ways, and they're basically looking at somebody else already or with someone else. And I'm sorry to say that. Okay. Let's see here. Let's see. Those of you that are asking those questions, remember what I said about this week. Standing in your power. Don't need validation. Be a king and a queen. So I'm seeing some themes here with questions about people from the past. Again, and I speak from experience. Things that I'm learning about my own self, my own life. Again, I would never give this advice unless it's something that I truly, truly hear from spirit or believe in. Isa, I don't know if it's Isa R. She says, will I purchase a home soon? You will purchase it, but it won't be soon. I feel like within the next 4 years, I know that may not be what you want to hear. You will purchase one. It doesn't mean it's going to take 4 years, but you will purchase one. There's something about the real estate person that you would be dealing with, not getting you the leads or the houses that you want to see in your price bracket. So you may have to change real estate agents. I don't know if that'll make sense to you, but hold on to it. Okay, reading for my 22-year-old daughter, please. You have to be more specific on what you want. Since, again, could be anything general. But I do feel like she is very, she's very emotional, and she goes through things herself where she kind of shuts you out or may shut you out in some ways. So I will say that that's something that I see. But everything will be okay with her. So stop worrying. That's what Spirit said. So just giving the message. Okay, let me see here. Okay, Pink Light says, I'm on the right path. Just went into self. Am I on the right path? I just went into self-employment. Congratulations, first of all. And are you kidding me? Yes, you're going to do well. I just feel like you got to have more faith in yourself, more confidence, and you're going to have to do a lot more, like being in front of the camera or being in front of people, depending on what you're doing. You're very spiritual, I will say. So I don't know if you're doing any kind of spiritual work or you're doing something creative, like with your hands creating, but whatever you're doing, it's going to go places, but it's going to require a lot of hard work and you not giving up. You tend to like get into certain things, start them, and then not finish them or not want to finish them. Sorry, I didn't bring my water bottle and my throat is getting dry, which is my cue here that I've been talking a lot. So I'm going to do about 3 more questions and then I'm going to wrap it up. Because I got to, you know, take care of myself. And I know when it's like overload. Let's see here. Woo, everybody's questions coming in. Okay, so Sushma Rajan, I don't know if I said your name right. She says, Ray, do you have any message for my new job, which I'm going to start this week? Yes, stay away from anybody that's gossip and do not talk about your personal life. There are people there that I kind of feel like are two-faced. So you just be aware. This is also a temporary job for you. It's not permanent. You will make another transition. That's for Sushma Rajan or Rajan. Let's see here. Stars align. Will I get pregnant soon? I feel like if you want to, it's very possible, but I hear no. So again, it's just, I don't know if you're going through a lot of stress or worries, and that was her stars aligned. That we have here, Lisa Kelslaw. Kelsaw, thank you so much for your donation. We got here the Chariot card, so you're moving ahead forward in all aspects of your life. We have here the 6 of Wands. So you're going to be victorious in whatever you're starting, whether it's a new career, it's self-employment, excuse me, business, you are. You also think of the past a lot in your inner child, your childhood. You went through something in your childhood. Maybe you grew up a little too soon. Or maybe, you know, you see a lot of yourself in your children or you see it in younger people. But whatever you're going through, I feel like, again, it's just about reconnecting to your inner child to find happiness. And that's for Lisa. And then Cassandra, yes, I already read her. Thank you so much for the donation. All right, let's go down and see a couple more. Hold on. It just scrolls by so quickly. I'm just reading. Yeah. Let's see here. Okay. Denise Bennett says, I had a second interview Tuesday for a job. Will I get the job? I'm hearing that there's 2 other people that may actually be in line for the job. So what they tell me is don't be discouraged if you don't, okay? But it's not a definite no. But you could be considered as an alternate if that other person declines. But there is somebody that they feel is a little bit more qualified. This is for Denise Bennett. So just hold on to that. Oh, I'm so sorry, Miss Tasha. Just thank you. She's experienced sexual assault trauma. Just wanted to know she'll be okay. Yeah, she will be. She will be. And I'm sorry that you had to like express that here, but that makes a lot of sense of what I said about your daughter. I'm very emotional. Okay. Let's see here. Let me just see. These things go by too quick. My eyes can't keep up. Hold on. Oh my God. Okay, Gypsy Goddess says, should I move on from the Libra man I met? Yes, girl. Move on, because you have somebody that comes in very, very passionate, but it's not an air sign. It's a water sign. So I feel like either they're Pisces or Scorpio. I kind of want to say that they're Scorpio. But yes, you have somebody else that is out there for you. Let go of Libra. And I have nothing against Libra. I have a lot of Libra friends. But in this case, I just feel like you and this person have so many similarities. And it's like a twin flame relationship. So I just feel like it's like push and pull. It's almost like you can't be with this person in this time. But when you do reunite again in spirit and reincarnate, you would be together, but not in this lifetime, is what I feel. It's toxic. And I don't know if that'll make sense for you. Okay, let's see here. I'm going to do one more. Okay, let's see. Ooh. Latima Atkins says, hey, Ray, do you see new love coming in for me? Let me pull some cards for you. I'm interested in seeing and knowing. I kind of feel like you will. You definitely will. I just don't know exactly like what is stopping you. And the cards are going to show me. Because I feel like emotional blocks, financial roadblocks, and health issues that you've gone through that are kind of preventing you. So it's like 3 different things. And there's something with the abdominal area on the right side. I just felt like this pressure here. So I don't know if you're going through anything right now or you will be. But again, this is not a diagnosis or anything that I heard health. I don't know why. You are dealing with somebody that was pretty bad to you in the past. Okay, the Devil card came up. This is either you were in a very toxic relationship or a very self-depreciating relationship. You were not happy, okay, in your past. But you will meet someone. The Ace of Wands shows me that what you want the most, which is love, is you are going to have that. There is a Knight of Cups. So you do have somebody that is coming in that's new. I want to say by next summer, you may meet this person. Look, happiness awaits you. This is your future. Okay, that's for Latima Atkins. But I feel like you need to get out more. You need to do things. If you haven't joined like Hinge or Bumble or some of these dating sites, consider it. But you also have other things on your mind right now that kind of keep you a little tied in some ways. You also have a male in spirit, because as I was doing your reading here in my house, I just turned and I saw like a male energy, but in spirit, not here. So I don't know who you lost. That would be a male on the other side that is older. But this person is around you, and they just wanted you to know that, that you're not alone. You are protected from the other side. But I think you're kind of very self-defensive, and you don't trust easily. And that's what's stopping you from meeting this other person that can come in for you. So that's what I got for you. So I want to thank everybody for being on. I wish I could do a little bit more. I enjoyed the Kiki moments. I enjoyed the gossip that we did here, and sending big angel hugs to everybody. And be sure to, again, if you haven't followed me on Instagram, go and follow me for the giveaway that I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to be announcing the giveaway. And if you want to book a private reading, you can go to my website, www.raymondguzman.net. Love and light to everybody. I love you guys. Take care of yourselves and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Happy Memorial Weekend and happy Memorial Day early. Bye.